Welcome to today's edition of the Anaglyph Jukebox. You never know what you'll find on the old jukebox. Let's press B31. Okay, we've got Batman 3D by John Byrne and Ray Zone. Along with Sherlock Holmes, Tarzan, Mickey Mouse, Superman, and Spider-Man, Batman is one of the most well-known, iconic, fictional creations in world history. Everybody's heard of Batman. Some people even know Bob Kane as Batman's creator. But who ever heard of Bill Finger? The 1990 graphic novel Batman 3D was a collaboration of giants in their respective fields. John Byrne, fan favorite and phenomenally successful artist-writer, famed for long runs on Marvel's X-Men and Fantastic Four, he's also noted for his work on DC's Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Doom Patrol, and many, many more. Byrne writes, pencils, and inks the all-new original story Ego Trip. The king of 3D comics, Ray Zone, does the stereo separations. Batman 3D was an instant 3D classic that has withstood the test of time 31 years later. It still looks great, now digitally enhanced to look better than the original printed version. The creation of a comic book is almost always a collaboration among several professionals: penciler, inker, colorist, writer, editor, publisher, usually at a minimum. Then there are the creators of comic book characters, generally writers, artist-writers, and editors. Rarely is a comic book character the sole vision of a single artist-writer. However, the exceptions to this rule, like Walt Kelly's Pogo and Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes, show how transcendent solo work can be. Back to the Batcave, which wouldn't exist without Bill Finger and his contributions from the very beginning of Batman's creation in 1939. The Joker, Catwoman, Robin, the Riddler, Two-Face, the Batmobile, the Batcave, the giant Lincoln Penny, the full-size animatronic Tyrannosaurus Rex, Ace, the Bat-Hound, Bat-Mite, Clayface, Betty Kane, the original Batgirl. Bill Finger created or co-created all of these. Finger's contemporary, artist and writer Jerry Robinson, who worked with Bob Kane from the beginning, said Bill had more to do with the molding of Batman than Bob. He just did so many things at the beginning, creating almost all the other characters, the whole persona, the whole temper. Batman inker and letterer George Russos, another contemporary, said Bob Kane had rough ideas, but Bill was really the man behind Batman. In 1989, Kane wrote, "Now that my longtime friend and collaborator is gone, I must admit that Bill never received the fame and recognition he deserved. He was an unsung hero. I often tell my wife, if I could go back 15 years before he died, I would like to say, I'll put your name on it now. You deserve it." Kane acknowledged Finger as a contributing force on Batman right from the beginning. "I made Batman a superhero vigilante when I first created him. Bill turned him into a scientific detective." This wasn't the case back in 1939. According to Finger biographer Mark Taylor Nobleman, Bob showed Batman to National Comics editor Vin Sullivan without Bill. Vin promptly wanted to run Batman, and Bob negotiated a deal without including Bill. Finger also wrote the early Golden Age Green Lantern stories after the character had been created. As a screenwriter, Finger contributed scripts to television shows like 77 Sunset Strip and Hawaiian Eye. 27 years after he co-created much of the Batman mythos, Bill Finger collaborated with Charles Sinclair on a script for the live-action Batman TV series. The Clock King's Crazy Crimes, The Clock King Gets Crowned, aired on October 12th and 13th in Season 2 of the show, 1966. It was his first public credit ever for a Batman story. Bill Finger suffered 3 heart attacks and died of heart failure in 1974. His son, Fred, honored his father's wishes to be cremated and have his ashes spread in the shape of a bat on a beach in Oregon.